afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for attending today's events. My name is Wendell Ray. I'm the Director of Education for the Illinois Media School. And on behalf of our company president, Robert Mills, and our Chief Operating Officer, Nancy Rodriguez, our Campus Director, Robert Hiller, we welcome you to this celebration of achievement. Today, we will be celebrating the graduation of 2 full classes, as well as the graduates who went into an extended term. That will be the April Nights class of 2015 and the June Days class of 2015. Before we begin, or to begin our ceremony today, we want to bring up Robert Hiller, who is our campus director. He's been with us now for about 5 months? 5 months, and really excited with the energy and the focus that he's bringing to our campus. Robert Hiller.
Thanks, everybody. Good afternoon. For those of you who know me or who don't know me, I'm Robert Hiller. I'm the campus director. I've been here since October, like Wendell said, and it's been an amazing 5 months, and I've really enjoyed getting to know all the fine students that are in front of us today. So first, I'd like to congratulate all of you and tell you how much I've enjoyed watching you these last 5 months. Some of you have been gracious enough to include me in some of your projects, your commercials, game shows, all these different things throughout. It's been fun, but it even boosted my interest because I'm going to try to participate even more while we produce some volleyball games for Illinois Institute of Technology and some other things that we're doing. So you've even inspired me in these last few months, and I appreciate that. Second, I want to welcome all the friends and family that are here. As you know, and if you've been a part of a commencement celebration like this, it's important to note all the folks that are behind you, because without their help and support, many of you might not be here today. So I want to thank all the friends and families in the back of the room for your support over these last 9 months as well. Today's ceremony, I think, will be a great time in terms of celebrating your successes, but also in terms of giving some future information. We've worked very, very hard in the last 5 months to not only make campus improvements for the current students, but also to make improvements for alumni, such as yourselves in about an hour, to really continue on the relationship that we have with you. And it's important to us to let you know that bless you, come back and tell us how you're doing. Come back and pass on what you have learned to current students, and come back, use our facilities, and we will do our part to make sure we communicate with you of future events and other alumni association meetings that we're going to be having, and also alumni communication. So you're going to hear from Don Clark in terms of some things that relate to alumni and other career service pieces, and you're also going to continue to hear correspondence from us for the next years to come. So again, congratulations. It's a great day, and enjoy the ceremony.
Let me introduce to you some of the members of the staff who are here today with us at the ceremony. Don Clark is our National Career Services Director. Tasha Clopton is our Education Coordinator. At State Street, but someone who was instrumental in helping putting everything together on campus, is Vanessa Hernandez, who's our Administrative Support Specialist and International Program Coordinator. April Hawkery, who is our Admissions Administrative Assistant. We have graduate assistants here, Flo Garcia, Titus Williams, and Courtney Ford. Somewhere in here, and back in the back, is our Financial Aid Administrator, and that is Connie Eldridge. There she is in the back. And Paige Tobin and Tinka, what's your last name? So Tinka's with us about 2 days. Randall, they're in admissions. Thank you very much for being with us here today. We want you to know, and as Bob said, that there are a lot of people who are involved, and just by the simple fact that all of our staff is here, with the exception, basically, of Vanessa, who's holding down the fort, so to speak. Let you know how much we care about your progress, care about your progression as professionals, and that's why we came here to support you today in this celebration. I mentioned that Don Clark is our National Career Services Director. He's going to come forward now and provide a few remarks to the graduates. It's almost like in stages that we are introduced to each of the students. Admissions brings you in and onboards you, and then education carries you throughout the 9-month period that you're with us. And now most of your relationship will be with Don Clark as he tries to bridge the gap from student to working professional. He'll be working with you closely to help you out and to make sure that you get out there and get exposed. Don Clark is a veteran in the broadcast industry. I won't say how many years, Don, but Don has been in the business for enough years, about the same amount, a little bit more than me, just a little bit. But we're proud to have him on our staff. He brings a lot of experience and connections to what we do at the Illinois Media School. And one other thing is, today is Don's birthday. So let's, yeah, it's in the back somewhere. Yeah, so happy birthday and welcome to my friend Don Clark.
You guys are going to hate me. I got some more paperwork. Basically what it is this is fresh off the wire. These are all of the latest job leads as of noon today. So go get them. You guys look great in black, by the way. Have I told you that? You look great in black. As I said, my name is Don Clark. I work with all of our campuses with the Career Services Department. I'm a little envious of you guys. Very envious of you, as a matter of fact. You guys are getting ready to start something that a lot of people very rarely have a chance to do. Something that you have a passion for, and you're going to go out and you're going to attack it, and we're going to be there to help you do it. And Wendell said yesterday is my birthday, but there's more than my birthday. What today really signifies for me is something that I'm very proud of. It was as of 6 a.m. this morning Central Time that I went on the air for the first time. It's my 34th anniversary now in broadcasting, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm still alive. Thanks. That station that I started at, has anybody watched Making a Murderer yet? Okay. Did he do it? I don't want to get into that. We'll save that for later. If you watched Making a Murderer on Netflix, there is, towards the end of the documentary, Stephen Avery ends up in a town called Waupun, Wisconsin, which is a very small town, 7,000 people. When you pull into the town, it says 7,000 on the sign. I think 4,000 of them are behind bars. So, but they had this little radio station there, and my brother worked in broadcasting. So I've been hanging around radio and TV people all my life. It's all I've ever known. I didn't know there were real jobs out there. I saw what was happening in the TV stations back in the 70s and went, wow, they really paid this? Really? I think they have to run to the bank and cash the check before somebody comes and arrests you for, getting money for doing nothing. And it's not getting money for doing nothing. It's getting money for what you're passionate for. You guys have a passion, ladies and gentlemen. You have walked into an area where there are people in this country who will climb over broken glass to work in this industry. You guys are broadcasters now. Give them a round of applause. That's a pretty cool thing to hang your hat on. I'm a broadcaster. I absolutely love it. There isn't anything I'd rather do. I'd go back and start it all over again if I could. But that little station in Waupun that I started in, it wasn't even a market, okay? It was just there. It was a radio station in a double-wide mobile home, and we were just a bunch of little rodents in a Keebler tree doing radio. But it gave us a chance to learn and to take what we learned and bring it in and learn more from it. When I started there 34 years ago today, all I had to do was turn on a microphone and say WLKE AM and FM Waupun, Wisconsin. That was it. And I was Cronkite. I felt so cool when I did that. Literally called up my mom. Mom, I'm going to be on the radio. But as I worked there, one piece of advice that I always pass along to the grads is something that I did. I never left. My waking hours when I wasn't at my other job, I'd stay at the station and I'd hang out, read magazines, anything. I got to know the receptionist and her husband really well. And I wanted to keep staying there because I knew that eventually somebody was going to come up to me and say, hey, kid, can you do this? Can you do that? And one day some guy came up to me and he said, hey, kid, can you do the news? Sure. I'll give it a shot. And he took me into the newsroom and he got me the scripts and he got me all set up and he took me into the studio. At first I went into the bathroom, threw up twice, came back into the studio and went to work. And I did the news. And it stunk. He even came up to me afterwards and he said, well, that sucked. But it didn't suck enough. Can you come back tomorrow? Yeah. So I came back Tuesday and I came back Wednesday, I came back Thursday, I came back Friday. I did the entire week of news. And at the end of the day, he said, congratulations. At the end of the day on Friday, he said, congratulations, you're my new Saturday morning news guy. Stick around. Hang out at the stations. Meet people. You never know who you're going to meet. And it's going to make my job a lot easier. But the more people that you meet, the more contacts that you make, the better off you're going to be. We are very proud of you. We're very thankful that you chose the Illinois Media School to start your career. And some of you are going to be going into news. Some of you are going to be doing classic rock, Mike. I mean, you just look at the guy. He's like, he's classic rock. But you guys are on your way to a great career. You're going to be working with me a lot, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Don. One of the things that we believe the Illinois Media School and all of the schools that we have around the country, and we have campuses in Miami and Denver, in Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, and of course right up the Eisenhower in Lombard, is that all of the people who work with the students, now graduates, are working professionals. So where I went to school, you know, I learned from a lot of people who wrote books and got tenure and then lectured. But our students learn from people who go to work and then come and teach, or teach and then go to work. So they're learning from people who are actually doing it, and which has a number of benefits. One is that, of course, they're learning from people who are active in the industry and are relaying information that they're learning and doing every day. The other thing is they can begin to build their network of professionals. These instructors are not just instructors. They can become a launching point for a student's broadcast or media network. We ask our students which instructors they'd like to invite to participate in the ceremony today, and of those who couldn't make it, one is here today who will bring up her remarks. Ayanna Black teaches social media and web design and has her own Black design company. Is that right? A Black web design company. She's been with us for a few years, teaching and leading really curriculum development in that area. and was one of the instructors who decided to, students decided to ask to participate in today's ceremony. So Ayanna, would you come up and say some words for the graduates?
First, I want to say congratulations, you guys. And I want to say thank you guys for inviting me to come and share this special day with you guys. You guys have been amazing, amazing, amazing. In class, you guys think you have taught me something, but you teach me something every day. It just helps me to be better in everything that I do when I leave the classroom and I try to work with clients. You guys throw questions at me that I may not know at that time, so I have to pull my phone down and say, okay, let me figure that out and grab some paper. So I appreciate you guys. I really do. Some of you have been so amazing. I remember when I taught Periscope to you guys. I remember some of you got on your shows and you were, hey, and this is such and such, and you turning your phones and whatnot, and you were shouting me out. So I appreciate that. It let me know that you guys were actually listening and you took some stuff in. You know, you guys made my days easier. It was one particular student that always came in my class when he knows I don't allow extra people in the class. And so he would just come and just, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you in here? So, you know, when you actually... Well, you guys actually get out there, and well, you're going to be out there. Once you get out there and you find that there's a door closed in your face, you've already been prepared for that. You know, I taught you that. I closed the door. So you're already prepared for that. When you get there and, you know, there's a question, you already know, let me get my phone out, let me start preparing, let me look. You know, so a lot of things that you're going to encounter, you've been prepared for. So I hope that you guys take away from this that be prepared, be on time. That door is going to close at 9:30, so, you know, don't be late. Don't eat in class, you know, so don't eat at your job or whatever. So we know the rules. We know how it goes. So, again, congratulations, you guys. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to seeing all of you someplace, somewhere. If you ever have questions, you know, email me. I'm here. I get back to you. So thank you. Congratulations.
Now I want to recognize all of the graduates with their certificates of completion.